Welcome everyone. Welcome to Purple LunaRose Tarot and Astrology. Tonight we're going to be reading for the fire signs. So we're looking at Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. I am looking at the week of March 24th through the 30th. And your biggest cosmic influence this week will be the March 25th full moon lunar eclipse in Libra. We did talk about that Libra energy extensively last night. So if you guys missed Love and Astrology, you can find it over on my YouTube channel under tab. So Libra actually has us looking at our relationships twice a year, guys. It happens when we have the Libra new moon and when we have the Libra full moon every single year. This energy can, of course, be very challenging. And now this is an eclipse energy. So eclipse energy, of course, everyone says is 10 times more powerful than regular full moons and new moons, right? So what I'm going to say is, one, remember that this is a precursor moon. So that means that the next one is going to be that solar eclipse on April 8th in the sign of Aries, right? And everyone knows how big that energy is. You've seen the whole world talking about this solar eclipse. So remember that this moon is the pre to that eclipse moon, right? I do have three recommendations for you on how to handle this energy. The first thing I'm going to say is find balance within yourself. Reflect on areas in your own life that you may feel are out of balance and need, to be balanced out. I think that's going to be probably the most helpful. Of course, practice self care at this time as we move through this powerful energy, and then embrace the change that happens with this powerful energy, right? Because remember, you're making room for better. Don't forget, guys, we are multi streaming. So I'm live right now on three different platforms: Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, all at the same time. I do have my Twitch open on my screen. Oh my gosh, please work. um, so I'm going to go check it out because I'm hoping we can make some moderators over there today. And I'm hoping that we can do a Twitch raid at the end of the live stream. This will be our first raid because I still don't know what I'm doing over on Twitch, but we're figuring day by day, right? Don't forget, guys, timestamps will be provided after the live stream is over. Of course, that's only going to be over on Facebook and YouTube. Personal readings and all other PLR information can also be found in the description box. And again, that's going to be for Facebook and YouTube. All right, I am going to start with a collective reading first. That's not true. I actually have a couple of announcements. Live readings. Let's talk about it a little bit, guys. I'm going back to work this summer. I picked up a summer job, so I'm going to be really busy. I'm still going to be here with you for all our regular live streams, just like normal. But during the day, I will be gone. So I've been trying to reach out to each of you individually that get ones on a regular basis and just kind of let you know what's going on with my schedule. So I know we've been doing a lot of last minute lives, and I'm not going to be able to do that. We're definitely going to have to go back to booking them and getting them on a schedule. So just if you want to do a live one-on-one, reach out to me. Know that it may not be that day. We may need to schedule it a few days out. I have changed the price to $44. That is for 1 hour. And then, of course, if you are in my private PLR group on Facebook, you do get two for the price of one. Solar eclipse readings. I gifted some of you some solar eclipse readings that are coming out, right? The solar eclipse will be on April 8th. I have sent a few of those out today, so make sure to check your inboxes. And then tomorrow, I'm actually doing a special daytime live. I know we don't get to do these very often. And of course, when I go back to work, it's going to be a lot less that we get to do them. So I'm going to try to do as many as I can before I do go back. And then, of course, I will try to do them on my days off, right? I know it's hard to reach everybody on all the different sides of the world. And guys, we have a strong following on just like every country, in such weird places too sometimes, I think. But everyone's at different time zones and different times. So for those of you that come back and watch the replays, I just want to say I appreciate you so very, very much. and hopefully you can catch me tomorrow. I set it for 11 a.m. and that will be live. So yeah, something a little different. We are going to look at divine masculine energy only. I'm going to do a Celtic cross. We do these from time to time. Contact is here, right, guys? Communication is here. I'm making jokes. But there is some issues with communication, and I feel like we're going to focus on divine masculine first, and then most likely spirit will have me do divine feminine next. That's going to be tomorrow at 11 a.m. It is already posted, so you can go over and hit that notify me button. All right. Hello, Michelle. Okay, so get my cards ready. Let's timestamp that collective. Let's do 5:35. And remember the collective energies, we are looking at masculine, feminine, the bridging energy, which means it's the current spiritual lesson. Depending on how these readings work for you, right? For me, this is my twin journey. This is counterpart energy. And there's like a 3D person, right? Like someone who woke me up. And then for, some of us have like it's internal. Everyone has masculine and feminine energies internally, right? But the bridging energy is what's currently bridging you together, right? It's the current spiritual lesson. You can be learning a lesson together. You could be a lesson separately with different people in different places. Doesn't really matter. It's just the same lesson, right? I did pull out the Blessed Be Oracle. All right, so a blessing on your family. Right away, that tells me, and a blessing for a mother is here. So right away, it tells me that there's an issue, right, with the family. For a masculine, it could have something to do with a mother. It could have something to do with children. I see the little unicorn, and it's definitely like that's where spirit is giving the blessing. So that tells me that that's where it's needed. All right, I'm gonna look at feminine energy next. We have a much stronger divine feminine following, right, than divine masculine. Divine masculines are out there. They're just very, very quiet. But what I'm going to say is I feel like divine masculine is at this point in their journey. Remember when you had your spiritual awakening, divine feminine, and you felt like when this happens, when this type of spiritual awakening, the foundation crumbles, right? Like the foundation is completely broken apart. And then you rebuild your foundation, you rebuild your whole life on that new foundation, right? I feel like that's where divine masculine is right now. The foundation is crumbling. And a lot of times when our foundation crumbles, we think that we're losing everything, right? And we don't realize that what's happening is we're just building a stronger foundation so that when we put the things and people and places that we love on this foundation, they're safer than they were before, right? It's a stronger foundation. I know it's hard to understand when it's happening to you because it feels like everything is just breaking apart or falling apart. But one thing that I feel like has really been helping me this week on this journey, and I feel like some people aren't going to like this because it's one of those like cheesy, lame type of little quotes that we hear with this, specific type of spiritual awakening journey, is that everything is always working out for a greater good. Like we hear that all the time. Hi, Danger Zone. You know what I'm saying? We hear it all the time, and we're like, what does that mean? Or I don't care because it's hard right now, so we don't care that it's working out for our greater good. You see what I mean? What it means is that even though we don't see something that we need or would be better for us in the present moment, doesn't mean that spirit doesn't. You see what I mean? So it's like even though something's happening that could seem like it's painful or it's challenging or it's not fair, it's because something is being built for you that is, right? All right. Feminine energies. The masculine energy is number 15. So 1 and 5 is 6. 6 is actually what comes after the, 6 comes after 5, so 5 is change. So 6 is like acceptance of that change. All right, a blessing for good work comes out. It's number 18, same thing. 1 and 8 is 9. 9 is giving me like, remember 10 is goal, right? Like accomplishment, achievement. So it's giving me this energy like we're very close to accomplishing something. We're very close to mastering something. A blessing on the children, number 11. It's on the bottom, but I'm going to go ahead and keep shuffling. Let's see if it comes back out for the bridging. I'm definitely sensing a family situation on the masculine side. And look at her, what she's wearing on her head. It's giving this energy of like fruition, abundance. It's definitely giving me this energy of rewards. That could be for a couple of different things. That could be for the work you've done. For some of us, I think this is for the compassion that we're understanding or feeling for the counterpart energy, the masculine energy. All right, so the bridging energy, we have a Morgan's blessing of peace after battle coming out, and a blessing of forgiveness is here. All right, so I'm definitely getting this energy like both have been through it, right? And it's definitely giving me this energy of like what's left standing after some foundation has, crumbled, right? I do feel like masculine energy could be feeling all of this right now, and feminine energy has already felt this. I think too there could be some questions on the feminine side. Like I'm almost got like this nervousness of how this masculine energy will like handle, right, the breakdown, handle the that energy when you start to come out of dark night of the soul and you start to rebuild everything, right? And that's kind of the energy that I'm getting because of the Morgan's blessing of peace after battle. It's like the battle has already happened. All right, so I'm going to use the elemental wisdom. And I didn't forget about the light seers, Michelle. We're gonna use those for the elements. I'm actually gonna use it here in just a moment, but when we get to Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, we'll use the light seers. All right, a blessing on your family for masculine energy. Page of Swords, someone's watching. It's also about higher learning, wanting to know. 9 of Coins. It's about independence, doing something on their own, building something on their own. And 4 of Cups. 4 of Cups could be about ignoring something, not paying attention to something. But it's actually about having all the ingredients you need to manifest something, to bring something together. All right, let's look at the feminine energy, a blessing for good work. We have a star, big confirmation from spirit. Thank you. The star Aquarius energy, and we are now in that age of Aquarius, right? Pluto has arrived. And that could be too what's we've already experienced those inner planets going over Pluto, and definitely had some massive transformation as that happened. Some of us could have held on to some things a little bit harder or stronger, right? It could be experiencing a little bit more challenges because of that. As of when Divine Feminine experienced this energy, we went through, we understood what was happening, and we released when we were asked to, right? Because we knew that it was bringing this bright hope for the future. Like clean slate is the star energy. All right, we have King of Swords. It's about authenticity. I just heard the word vulnerability. And 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups is going to be about surrendering. I know normally we have Eight of Cups where it's like walking away from something, leaving something in the past. Remember, you are going towards Two of Cups. Remember, every tarot a little bit different. Elemental wisdom, it's surrender. All right, Morgan's blessing. I think that's what we did, right? That's how come we get this new beginning, this new start. So peace after battle. We have Seven of Wands. This is about having healthy boundaries, having to fight for something, having to protect something. Six of Swords is being guided to calmer waters. And Ace of Cups is a new romantic cycle. It's about new, I almost said new love, but it's also overflow of emotion and intuitive hits. Intuitive hits. And the battle was that we were being guided. I always say on this journey, I feel like I'm experiencing this specific type of spiritual awakening journey. So sometimes I feel like it's against my will, right? We always talk about free will on this type of spiritual awakening journey. And I feel like sometimes I always make the joke that spirit is dragging me through this whole, experience by my ankles, right? And I'm just like clawing out the dirt, like, screaming, let me go back, let me go back. Not so much anymore, right? Now that I'm starting to understand all the different blessings that come from this journey. But I do understand how, like, now it's almost like we surrendered. We stopped, dragging our feet or clawing our hands in the dirt and asking to please not go. It's like we finally followed our intuition. We finally followed our, guidance. And it's like now this new opportunity to start this romantic cycle over. And I don't mean that like it doesn't have to be I see all the Pisces fish on this picture, so it doesn't have to necessarily be like in the 3D. Definitely could be like very spiritual renewal, right? All right, so I'm going to use the Sacred Destiny for head, heart, and higher self. Remember, when we do head, heart, and higher self, we're looking at the masculine energies, thoughts, feelings, and higher self lesson in both for masculine and feminine, right? So let's start in the headspace. The thriving card flew out at me. See how the giraffe's head is kind of going over the top of the tree? And the thriving card, it's about wanting, it's like if you want to do something, you have to go above and beyond, right? So that's what's in the headspace for divine masculine. It's like they're overextending something. Definitely giving me this no quit type of attitude. No quit, but there's definitely this energy of I may have been doing it this way for a very long time, and what I wanted to come together isn't coming together, right? All right, let's do space for divine masculine. We have happiness, so that's the goal, right? You see the flow card, and there is this energy of there could be like some heart chakra blockage. I feel like divine feminine has had heart chakra activation. Divine masculine could still be struggling in that area. That's going to be when the empathy comes in. For those that you would probably never think you would have empathy for. I feel like for divine feminine, for me, let's just say for me, like for me, heart chakra activation didn't come until well after Night of the Soul, like well after. All right, new beginnings is here for higher self lesson. I'm kind of getting like some turbulent energy, the colors, the orange, the black, the purple. It's kind of giving me, it looks like mountains and lava. It's definitely giving me this energy like masculine could be having to fight for a new start, fight for a new beginning. It's not easy, right? I'm also hearing something about hot water. Oh, like when someone's in trouble, like, maybe, I don't know. Embracing is on the bottom. All right, So now we're going to use that Light Seers Tarot. Look at this masculine energy really quickly. The thriving, overextending, Ace of Pentacles, big confirmation, new beginning. Four of Pentacles, holding on to something too tightly. I think this could be a message from Divine Feminine to Divine Masculine. In other words, like if you're looking for happiness, you're going to have to release grip, right? Like you have to let the energy flow. You're holding on to something very tightly because you're trying to control it. You're actually not controlling it at all. Um, in fact, a lot of times when we do this, we make things more challenging than they have to be, right? So it's like you just have to kind of release and just allow the energy to flow and let, what is that saying? Like, how do people say it? Let the pieces fall where they may type of energy. The Justice card. Justice says there has been a great injustice done to you. And that's very true, right? I think a lot of times that's hard for Divine Feminine to understand because we're so focused on our pain that we don't consider, that they're also in pain or that they're also going through something that's painful, right? Or that they've also experienced an injustice, right? We always just see the injustice was done to us. It's rare for us to be able to like pause in our own journey and see the injustices that were done to Divine Masculine. And of course, they could be dealing with a Libra. The Chariot is on the bottom. The Chariot is Cancer energy, and it is a victorious energy. It talks about not being afraid to move quickly, not being afraid to move. All right. Feminine, head, heart, and higher self. So Divine Feminine's thoughts, feelings, and higher self lesson. So security is here for your thoughts. Me like 1111, like the Four of Wands, like firm foundation, financial security type of energy. In your thoughts or in your headspace, there is, I think for some of us, there's confirmation of our journey that's giving us security, especially for those of us that have had communication, right? But I think it's also about wanting more, wanting more, or feeling like it's not enough. All right, in the heart space, so we have the pleasure card. So it is going to be message from masculine to feminine and feminine to masculine. The feminine message is the happiness and releasing that restriction or releasing that grip, allowing things to flow. And the masculine is just going to have something to do with pleasure. I do see the gateway or like the portal. And forgiveness is here for higher self lesson. Masculine just went through that higher self lesson where they were having to learn about forgiveness. And I even mentioned that I found that interesting because for the longest time, again, like it's hard for us as divine feminine energies to be like, oh, we had some fault or some like to self-reflect and look at our own part in this journey, right? And like what we may miss for, right? It's interesting, like it's swapping. So miracles on the bottom. I'm going to use the Unicorn Tarot. Let's look at that security card real quick. Your headspace, divine feminine. Two of Wands. Two of Wands, an important decision needs to be made, and that could have something to do with whether you feel secure or not. For the masculine energy, pleasure. Eight of Wands is sudden changes, quick information. It's coming in fast, is what I'm getting. Forgiveness is here. Page of Wands is here. Your higher self lesson for divine feminine is understanding that forgiveness is one required, is the word I heard. It's required. Because this is Page of Wands. Page of Wands is your spiritual awakening journey, right? So it's like because this is a part of your spiritual awakening journey. In other words, there's no fault here. I feel like for divine feminine, we like to make the divine masculine the bad guy, right? Like we like to say, oh, it's their fault, they did it. It's something like that. That's the energy that you're working with for higher self. It's like you're probably being shown The Hermit is here, Virgo energy, again, that dark night of the soul energy. It's like you're probably being shown, and of course, spiritual awakening. But it's like, I feel like for Divine Feminine, is you're being shown why everything had to happen a certain way on your spiritual journey, right? All right, let's do messages. And I did pull out the OGs. So these are messages on a personal journey. There are a few in here that I felt selective messages from doing your private readings through the Etsy shop. And if we come across any of those, I will tell you. All right, let's do masculine to feminine first. So you taught me that I have purpose. I see you healing, and I'm so proud of you. I'm starting to see, to understand, but what if it's too late? I feel like these are all 3D messages, which means that these could be things wrong. Sorry, higher self message. Okay, so these two are 3D messages, which means that it's possible that they add that to you in a text, in a message, in an email, in person. It could also be something like they started to say, but like they, delete, take off, something like that. I'm starting to see, to understand, but what if it's too late? I feel like that's a little bit of higher self message. That could be some communication blockages coming from masculine energy. We're going to talk about that tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. But there is this energy of, it's almost like victim consciousness type of energy. Like, I understand that I'm powerful and I understand I have purpose, but I've made so many mistakes, and why does spirit even want me to do this, right? That type. All right, so let's do divine feminine to divine masculine. Only those who care about you can hear you when you are quiet. Why should I care, think that you care, or either of us care? With that energy, I'm definitely getting like there's confusion. Something's not being said clearly. That's going to be that security card, right? Like you need more confirmation. I'm ready. Let's go. And you're teaching me so much. Thank you. I love that this came out. Thank you, Spirit. Actually made a post on my Facebook today, really just thanking my twin journey. I'm so grateful for the wisdom, the resilience, and the self-discovery that this journey has brought me, right? All right, let's do guidance. And I'm going to use the Angel Inspiration Oracle. I have the Hope card. You see that, Danger Zone? You see the Hope card? And we have Check Your Emotions. And we have the Cooperate. Archangel Uriel is going to be on the bottom. That's that Aries energy. That's that fire, passion energy. That's that get a spark, get moving energy, right? The Hope card, let's talk about it. This journey is painful. It's challenging. It's not easy. There's great rewards, and with great rewards comes great sacrifice. With great rewards comes great challenges. With great rewards comes great pain. There's no way to get around it. I don't know. I don't have like the magic in a bottle that I can give people and be like, oh, here, it takes all your pain away. I don't. The only thing I've learned in my own journey that works for me is not giving up. Is every time I feel that pain or that longing or that ache, is putting the attention and focus on myself and my own journey. That's the only thing I've learned that takes that ache away. Ache is not even a good word. Like pain is not a good word. You guys know the word, like the feeling that I'm talking about. I have a word to describe that pain, if you can understand that, right? And what happens when we experience that pain for prolonged periods of time is we start to lose hope, right? We start to lose hope. The only way that you're going to get that hope back is when your faith becomes bigger, stronger, more powerful than your fear. That's the only way. It's not easy. You have to choose every single day, every moment. What am I talking about? Every day. It's every moment. Every moment. I told someone today, don't let the darkness take your hope, right? Don't let it win. Check your emotions. Again, don't let it win. It's also telling me that right now everybody feels really vulnerable. And that's true. If you look at the astrology of what's happening, like, yeah, absolutely. It's because we're all purging out the last bits of, I almost said a really bad word, of crap um, that we don't need, so that we can start this new cycle, this new astrological year with this powerful solar eclipse and without bringing all that baggage with us. So yeah, cooperate. This has been big for us on this journey, right? This card has come up in the Etsy shop, I want to say 3 times just today. And it's going to be because we're learning we're one another's piece, right? Like, we're learning that we're here on this journey and we're out here doing all of this transmuting, all of this conversion, right? And it's like, it's exhausting, it's tiresome, and sometimes, yes, painful. And it's like, we don't need to be each other's, we don't need to add to that, right? Like, that's why I always say we get along so well in here and we talk to each other. So many of us have made friends outside of PLR, and there's purpose, there's reason, because we are our support system, right? Like, that's what your twin is. That's what your counterpart energy is. Why would you bring war to that energy, right? Like, the goal is to bring peace. I know for some of us, that's stepping on some big toes, and we're like, what? I know it was for me, but I get it now. I don't know. All right. That's it, guys. That's going to be your collective reading. I hope it was helpful. I'm going to clean up really quickly, and then we're going to start with Aries. Yes, I won't forget, Danger Zone. Thank you for reminding. Sandra, if you want to pop over, if you can, over on our Twitch, I'll play around with it a little bit before we start the signs and see if I can do it. Oh wait, I'm supposed to type something. Danger Zone, type. Where am I supposed to type? At, it was at something. Dang it, I don't forgot. I was so proud of myself just for having it up and going. All right, so Light Seers Tarot. Oh, I see you, Sandra. She said present. All right, Gilly, I'm going to figure it out. We're not leaving here today until we figure this out. I am going to use the Blessed Bee Oracle for our energy of the week. And then I'm going to use the Sacred Traveler for the main spread. The Light Seers, of course, to clarify. Angel Inspiration for our guidance. And then, of course, we'll close it out with the Lunology Oracle. Okay, so I want to say it was, let's see what happens. Okay, Sandra, do me a favor. It's so much. Let's hang out like after the live is over, you know what I mean? And I'll try to see if I can figure it out. I see where I can like at you, but that's it. Hopefully Danger Zone will come back and tell us. I want to say it was at you something, and I was supposed to type mod at you. I don't know. The Twitch. The Twitch. Yeah, we'll hang out after the live and see if we can't figure it out. I'll just mute it. I don't know. All right, Aries. $36 even because I've seen it. All right, Aries. So this is going to be for the week of March 24th through March 30th. You do have a lunar eclipse coming in on the 25th. So remember, this moon is your relationships, and it's eclipse energy. So it's going to show you something that is hidden. Something hidden. Full moon, bringing something to light, right? All right, so we have a blessing from your ancestors and a blessing to lift sadness is here. This could have something to do with that. The generational curses. Healing family trauma. We could be getting help with new beginnings. All right, Aries, let's look at your challenge or obstacle. Mystic healer, healing energy flows through you. I'm not sure why that would be a challenge or obstacle, but we'll find out. Rejuvenating rain, clear the past and heal the present. That's why, totally get it. And first light, beginning a new cycle is here. Discovering truth is on the bottom. You stand in the light of truth, Aries. Interesting that card comes out. I was having a conversation with Christina earlier, and the light and the dark. I was telling her like I don't really believe in like I don't know, like demons and paranormal type of things anymore. I just don't, because I understand energy now, and I understand that like that's not even possible, right? Um I was saying that I felt like I don't know where I was going with that. I'm going to leave it there. Let's go back to the healing energy flows through you. You're going to have to help someone heal, Aries, and that's going to be your challenge or obstacle. And I do feel like it's someone from your past. But I feel like when you're able to do that, it's going to help you like free yourself to be able to start some new beginning. For some of you, Aries, this definitely could be like generational curse type of energies. And what you're healing is yourself, right? I totally lost it. I don't even know where it was going. And I talked to her about so much today that I couldn't tell you what it was about. All right, let's look at a blessing from your ancestors. It's 16, so 1 and 6 is 7. The numbers are really sticking out to me really strongly today. And 7 is going to be, it could have something to do with like spirituality. It could have something to do with like ending out a karmic cycle. The Fool card comes out, a Seer's Tarot. The Fool card talks about how she has to take this leap of faith, but she's not sure if spirit is going to catch her, right? It's like this could have something to do with your faith. Um, the card actually in the Light Seers Tarot, I actually looked it up right before the live, and I was going through the major arcanas, and it asks you like certain questions for each major arcana. And the Fool, it asked the question for the Fool card was, Aries, take a leap if you knew that spirit was going to catch you mid-flight, or where would you leap if you knew that spirit would catch you mid-flight, right? So is it possible that there's something you're supposed to be doing, but you're not doing because you're scared that spirit won't catch you if you take this leap, right? You have Six of Cups, it's reunion energy. And you have Page of Wands, it's going to be reunion with someone on your spiritual awakening journey, right? All right, Mystic Healer, healing energy flows through you. Kind of picking up this energy, Aries, that one, that's here, what's like what we're meant to do here. The twins, especially on this specific type of spiritual awakening journey, right? Like they do heal one another. Seven of Pentacles is here. It's about being patient. 10 of Pentacles is here. It's about goals, accomplishments, achievements. You've planted some seeds towards something that you want. Have the Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles says that you're actually getting assistance, Aries. You're getting assistance. It is about help. So again, I do feel like you're going to have to help someone that maybe you don't know how to, or maybe I don't feel like you wouldn't want to. I would hope not. But I feel like it's more of like you don't know how to. And how you're going to do it is by clearing the past to heal the present, right? Leo energy coming out strongly. It's a strength card. It talks about internal conflict. It talks about digging deep to do something that you thought you weren't capable of doing. The Magician is here. That could be what it is that you thought you weren't capable of doing, Aries. It's about manifestation. It's about conjuring, really bringing in the elements. It's about having all the ingredients to make what it is that you want. And then we have Page of Cups. Aries, what is wrong? There's some self-doubt. There's disbelief. It's like all the proof is here, Aries, and you're not believing it. And this is the Light Seers Tarot. So Page of Cups, it shows pig up there in the corner, and it gives you this energy of like when pigs fly. When pigs fly, this thing will happen. Well, regardless of what you, it still happens, right? New beginning is here. See how it happens. So much self-doubt, Aries, so much. I just want you guys to know, like, I'm not like talking shit to anybody like this. I'm the Aries. I'm glad they help you guys too. But this is my spiritual awakening journey. Like, this is why I do all these readings. I read all 12 signs because I study birth charts, and I understand that we have all 12 pieces of the pie. It's just about your sun sign. It's not just about your moon sign. It takes several different things to make you who you are, right? All right, first light, beginning a new cycle. Four of Swords is here. Four of Swords is healing. It's blessing and disguise. Eight of Swords is here. Eight of Swords is a self-restriction. You're telling yourself you can't have something or you can't do something. Six of Wands comes out and it's a victory. Six of Wands is a really specific victory. It talks about how you're noticed by all of those around you. It talks about how you like they're like in the regular tarot, it shows this man riding in on a horse, and he's riding into the town, and all the townspeople are standing there like cheering him on. Aries, you're breaking free from whatever broke you, right? Like you're coming out of this healing period, and you're noticing that. That could be your new cycle, right? I do feel, remember, Mystic Healer, healing energy flows through you. It's like you're helping others heal as you yourself and break free of something, right? Five of Swords is on the bottom. We're going to have to talk about it, Aries. It's going to be okay. So Five of Swords is normally a victory, and regular Rider Waite, it will say that the Five of Swords is a victory. I've never felt like it was a victory. It talks about how there was this battle, this war. It says two people walked away, and you're still standing. You're still left on top of the situation, but at what cost, right? At what cost? That's Five of Swords energy. Well, in the Light Seers energy, it's actually a loss, complete loss. It's not a win for Light Seers Tarot. Light Seers Tarot, it talks about how you've had to release something, you've had to surrender. And it's like, you see how he's holding his head, like he has this headache? It's like it's going to bother until you do. This to me is negative thinking. Release that spirit's not going to give you something, that you can't heal something, that you can't fix something, that you won't receive assistance. Release that idea. It definitely could be causing some delays in that victory. But the Six of Cups, someone from your past, I mean, it was pretty clear out and lesson learned, clear the past, heal the present. Reunion energy, Aries. So embrace change is here. Friendship, look at the mirror, big confirmation from spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And number 4, Archangel. This is about unconditional love. Big confirmations, right? There's something about the self-reflection in the friendship card. Eric, some self-reflection of your own recently, like how you played a part in the situation. Embrace change. You see the lunar cycles above her, so it's definitely giving me this energy, like big changes coming with this Libra full moon lunar eclipse, right? And it's going to have something to do with that 4 energy, 1111, right? The firm foundation. Archangel Camille, unconditional love. A new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. It's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio, and step out of your comfort zone. It's the North Node. Where are you headed, Aries? Where is your North Node on your chart? A win-win outcome is forecast. Look at this. Full moon in Libra is on the bottom, Aries. That is the full moon that we are having on the 25th. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. If it was, tap that like button for me. I'm going to clean up really quickly. We're going to move on to Leo. It's interesting because I have experienced reunion energy, but what's happening around the full moon has more to do with a place than a person. I feel like that's pretty interesting, right? Should be /mod. But all you need to do is type /mod. Okay, try. See, let's see what happens. Display your list of moderators for this channel. Mod, username, grant moderator status to a user. I love you, Danger Zone. So more times. Or do I hit space? No. Is there space? No. Yeah. No. Yeah. I'm doing space. 1, 2, 4, 2. All right. Then I hit enter. I'm doing it. Ooh, we did it. Look at that. Danger zone. All right. So / mod space. And then danger zone. Look at us go. Woohoo! We got moderators on Twitch. 2 years later. I know y'all. I'm slow. All right. Thank you, Danger Zone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are official. Go over there, hit some buttons, y'all. I don't care. Hit some buttons. I love y'all. Thank you. All right. Leo. 5111, because I seen it. I'm loving the numbers today, right? All right, Leo, this is going to be for March 24th through the 30th. And you do have that Libra full moon lunar eclipse coming on the 25th. Remember, it's going to be about your relationships. Libra has us looking at our relationships twice a year. Twice a year, Libra makes us do this. But this is a very powerful eclipse. It is the precursor to that solar eclipse. So I would say even more powerful than normal, right? All right, self-care. I just heard the word self-care. It's going to be important as you reflect on your relationships. All right, Blessed Be Oracle, energy of the week for Leo. We have a blessing on your boundaries. It's number 3, my absolute favorite. All right, a blessing on a home is on the bottom. So protecting your home, protecting your boundaries, enforcing boundaries too. On this journey, we learn to have boundaries. We learn how important they are, but we definitely are challenged when it comes to enforcing those boundaries. All right, let's look at challenge or obstacle for Leo. We have uncovering treasure. Beneath the surface lies a great bounty. Something about bounties and boundaries that stuck out to me. But I'm seeing that you're going through something difficult where you're having to enforce a boundary. This could have something to do with communication sticking out to me, but it's like there is a great reward with doing this, but you may not see what that is at this time, right? Infinite abundance. Abundance is pouring into your life. It shows these people all working together. This is lesson learned. And surrendering to the journey, release, control is here as the outcome. Faraway places, get ready for new horizons. I feel like you're fixing to travel. I feel like you're fixing to go somewhere. I feel like your life is fixing to change in some shape, way, form, or fashion. It most likely has something to do with your relationships. It could be like intimate relationships, like your spouse, your partner, something like that. But it could also be like work relationships. And I think that you're trying to hold on to it. You're trying to, you think you control the situation by, keeping that grip that you have. But I feel like, again, the eclipse is going to happen, whether we all like it or not. And I think when you surrender, when you release the control, whatever stays or goes is this great bounty that was underneath the surface to begin with, right? It's definitely one of those more challenging energies, Leo, where it's like you think that something is bringing you abundance, You feel comfortable there. Like South Node types of things. Libra is, I just want to say, the South Node is in Libra right now. So that's not a coincidence that I just heard that word. But it's like one of those things where it's like you think that you are comfortable or you think you control something because you've done it over and over and over and over. And it's like whatever you have to release and let go and whatever you have to new thing you have to start, it's like you haven't done that. So because you haven't done that, it's like you want to stay with what you're comfortable, what you know. And again, it's like South Node type of stuff. So it's like again, the South Node in Libra right now, it's like it's having us all release relationships. This is everybody on the whole planet. It doesn't matter what sign. It's having everyone release relationships that aren't serving the greater good. And we hold on, relationships are one of the things that we hold on to the most, right? So it's definitely giving me this energy like you're going to have to let something go and leave a comfort zone, right? Like you're going to have to release something to the past. All right, a blessing on your boundaries. So Knight of Wands is about taking passionate action, delivering a message about passionate action. The Chariot is here. It's ride or die partner. It's a victorious energy. It says don't be afraid to move quickly. But then you have Five of Swords here. Five of Swords says again, like you haven't surrendered something, you haven't released something from your past. That's what this little picture of this little guy putting back here represents in this card. It's like something from your past needs to be released, and you're still holding on to it. All right, uncovering treasure beneath the surface lies a great bounty, Leo. Like you don't, it's a challenge or obstacle because you won't do it to see. Right? All right, so the Fool comes out, the Star comes out in reverse. It's like you're holding up a new beginning. You're holding up a new start for yourself. You don't take the leap of faith. We've seen the Fool card and the collective energies, and I talked about how maybe not, maybe it was Aries. I don't know. Either way, I talked about how it's the energy of if you knew that 100% the universe would catch you mid-flight, Leo, would you take a leap? What area of your life would you take that leap in? You're restricting yourself or you're denying yourself a new beginning or a new start. That's why the star was in reverse. We have Six of Swords. Six of Swords says Spirit is trying to guide you to calmer waters. The crows in the light seers is for protection. The crows in the light seers tarot represent protection. All right, abundance is pouring into your life. The World comes out. This is about a new opportunity. Four of Cups, you're ignoring it. You're not paying attention to it. And Ace of Cups, a new romantic cycle begins. It could be about an overflow of emotion. I'm feeling all of it. Overflow of emotion, intuitive hits. Are you not trusting your inner guidance? And is that blocking you from having this new beginning? For some of you, this is definitely about love and a relationship. For one or two of you, this could be about like physical abundance, like money, like a job. Like is a job holding you, you're holding on to it because you feel really comfortable there. You've been there forever. All right, surrendering to the journey, release control. Look at that. Release control quickly. Let it go fast, right? And it's like the longer you hold on to it, the longer it's slowing you down. So Knight of Swords in Light Seer, it talks about he's on the run. He can't get to that bike fast enough. He wants to deliver a message about freedom, liberation. You have Queen of Pentacles, something to do with becoming your own resource. So for those of you that it's about money, right? For those of you, it's about relationship. It's about being on your own, standing on your own, doing on your own. Ten of Pentacles is like goals, accomplishments, achievements, right? Five of Cups is on the bottom. I do feel like, Leo, you are fearful of loss. You probably experienced so much loss that now you're scared to let anything else go. But you're definitely like not trusting your own intuition, your own internal guidance, and it's not allowing you to push forward to receive this new opportunity. Something's going to happen to you this week, Leo, probably with that Libra solar, lunar eclipse, right? Where you're going to quickly deliver the message of freedom, quickly. Cancer energy came out with the Chariot for Leo right away. Aquarius energy comes out for Leo with the Star. The world is going to be some Saturn energy, could be some Capricorn energy. There could be, could have something to do with rules, regulations, contracts. All right, here's guidance for Leo. Archangel Gabriel, it's number 3. It talks about speaking truth. Number 14, show justice. Look at that Libra energy. Do you see it? And let go, Leo, is here. Archangel Jophiel is about finding your happiness. All right, Leo, Moonology Oracle to close it out. See how he's like almost, it's almost like he's almost bird away. Like the bird's telling him some truth, you know, and it's almost like he's still fighting it off. Look at that. Expect powerful changes. Guess what it is? Give you one guess. What do you think it is? It's the new moon eclipse. Look at the confirmations from Spirit. Libra, full moon, lunar eclipse is going to be on the 25th. I said at the very beginning of the live, it's a precursor for what's happening on April 8th, right? So your dreams need a practical plan. It's full moon in Taurus and emotions are running high. Definitely. It's the super moon. On the bottom, balance, spirituality, and practicality, full moon in Pisces. All right, Leo, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that reading was helpful. If it was, guys, tap that like for me. I'm going to clean up and we're going to do Sagittarius. That's what I was going to say. World card was giving me some Capricorn energy. Saturn rules Capricorn. Capricorn energy is that devil energy. The devil card is represented of Capricorn energy. And it kind of is that energy of, have you learned something? Devil card, you know, sometimes has that energy of like testing you to see, like, have you learned your lesson or do you have to repeat a lesson? You know what I mean? Something like that. Ooh, what's that, Sandra? What do we got going on there? Oh, don't stress yourself, guys. I don't ever want it to be like stressful for you guys. Should give you a trash can near the name and a clock and another thing near the. Oh, I love that Danger Zone is telling Sandra. Thank you, Danger Zone. 101. Sagittarius. There's several of us in here. Okay, so remember we're on Facebook and Twitch all at the same time. And the count is a little higher than normal. So what I'm gonna say is I ooh, I didn't put it in the description box. Interesting. How come the count's so much higher? Sometimes I offer free readings at the end of these, and I thought maybe I had to put that into, I mean, in the description box. I'm looking and I don't see that. So I don't know. Something is just picking up a little more than normal. But yeah, if anyone's hanging out, I just feel like I need to say it. And you have a question you want to ask, I will offer some at the end. All right, Sagittarius. No, I feel like that was for somebody out there. Somebody. Michelle, protection, good to know. The crows, yes, yes. I only know that because when I see crows, sometimes I see them as like a warning system. Like I told a story the other day about how I went out to go run some errands, and I was in that, hiding in my safe room type of from the world, from people type of thing. And I had to go out and run some errands, and I heard all these crows. Like when I was going out to the car, I kept hearing all these crows, and they were just going off. And I was like, yeah, I know, but I still have to go run the errand. So, I went. And while I was out, I noticed like all these different things that were happening. Like there was accidents, not, a half a mile from where I pulled out of the driveway. There was several different things that happened. And then there was a gentleman in our town that passed away, and I received a phone call about that situation while I was out. And it just so happened that the gentleman had the same name as my counterpart energy. So it was definitely like just a really weird, odd day, right? But I feel like sometimes the crows are our attention, right? I probably should do more research on it. But yeah, protection, right? They protect us. For me, it definitely seems like a warning system. All right, 107 even, because I've seen it. So Sagittarius, this is going to be from March 24th through the 30th, and we do have that Libra full moon eclipse coming on the 25th, and it did pop up for both Aries and Leo, so I imagine it's going to pop up for Sagittarius too. I'm using the Blessed Bee Oracle for your energy of the Sagittarius. All right, we have a blessing on your intuition, and it's number 8. We also have a blessing on a new venture. That could be what your intuition is telling you about. And I just want to show you that card because it kind of gives me like Sagittarius vibes. Got the bow and arrow. All right, let's look at challenge or obstacle, a blessing on your intuition. The number 8 is sticking out to me. It's giving me like the infinity sign. All right, finding sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source is the challenge or obstacle. Lesson learned, taking shelter, the answers are within. You do have the miracles card, expect the wonders to emerge is the outcome. Great adventure, take a risk and venture forward. So let's pull that card back out. A blessing on a new venture. You're going to go somewhere, Sagittarius. Where are you traveling to? All right, a blessing on your intuition. Holding that crystal ball, it's kind of giving me this knowing or seers type of, like you're seeing something. The world card again. I'm not getting Capricorn energy this time. I'm getting like follow the rules. Someone's not following the rules, right? Page of Pentacles is here. Page of Pentacles is about a new start, a new beginning, taking a new journey, starting a new journey. We have the Hermit was coming out in reverse. I feel like this is more physical. I know that we see all these spiritual cards. I feel like this has something to do with like a more physical situation, that Page of Pentacles, than it does like your spiritual journey. The Hermit in reverse is kind of giving me this energy like the Hermit regularly is like going within. So it's like you're coming out type of energy. Again, traveling, going somewhere, right? Venture, new. Finding sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source. So I feel like that's where you've been. So that's why it's in your challenge or obstacle, because Four of Wands is here. So it's like now you're gonna have to venture out. Now you're gonna have to go do something, right? Four of Wands is going to be something financial security, firm foundation. Ace of Swords is coming out. Ace of Swords is new clarity, new understanding. And Queen of Swords is here. Queen of Swords is about having healthy boundaries, enforcing those boundaries. It's also about something to do with communication. You're going to have to speak, you're going to have to say something to someone that has to do with enforcing your boundaries. Something about that is going to give you this new idea of next. All right, taking shelter, the answers are within. This is lesson learned because I feel like this is where you have been. Two of Cups is here, equal effort, partnership. Five of Swords is here. It's about negative thinking. And Three of Wands is here. It's about taking action towards your future. It's possible that due to a Two of Cups energy, like you've been spending more time on your own, or you're more reclusive, or you're less like willing to venture out and connect with others. I think that's very possible. I think that's also why Hermit was in reverse. It's like you've been in this more healing type of energy, more withdrawn, seeking within. It's like now you have to go out. The World card was the first one to tell us, right? All right, so miracles is here. Expect the wanderers to emerge. We have Nine of Swords. Look at Rose, highly protected. But you are going through something that's painful. It could be causing you some anxiety. The Hanged Man is here, Pisces energy. The Hanged Man talks about needing to surrender. When I was studying the tarot, the Light Seers tarot right before this live, I noticed on the Hanged Man that she's holding on to her foot with one hand. The purpose of the Hanged Man is to surrender, to release. So when she's, see how the one hand is free, but it's like the other hand isn't. So it's like she has to release both hands. She has to have faith that she won't fall, right? Four of Cups. Four of Cups is about ignoring something. It says you have all the ingredients that you can put together to make, create what it is that you want, but you're ignoring the last ingredient. I think the last ingredient is the surrender. I think the last ingredient is getting out of that head, moving into the heart space, and in both hands, right? Knight of Swords is on the bottom. Knight of Swords, again, about wanting to deliver a message about freedom and liberation. In other words, like you're free to go do what it is that you need to do. It is my clue card for a breakup. For some of you, this could have something to do with like breaking off a relationship. I feel like it's something you've been holding on to for a really long time, something that's caused a lot of anxiety. You're really stagnant about it. You haven't made any moves. And for some of you, this, again, just like Leo, it could be like a job where it's time to make a big move that affects your future. The finding sanctuary in your challenges or obstacles just tells me that you've been in that energy and it's time to come out of that energy. Time for new adventures. All right, so Archangel's Akil is here. It's number 8. So the 8s are definitely out. You have 8 about your intuition, and then Archangel's Akil. It's about forgiveness. Archangel's Akil. Again, I'm getting the infinity sign. For some of you, this could have something to do with your twin flame journey. The faith card is about keeping the faith, not allowing. I felt that anxiety with the Nine of Swords. So anxiety is always when we let our fears become bigger than our faith, right? So it's like in order to really remove that anxiety, then your faith has to be bigger than fear, right? And again, more crows, again, more protection. And we do have Seek Enlightenment coming out, number 21. Again, I felt like you had done that, like you within. So I feel like you need to tap into like what you've learned. I feel like you've been in this more dark night of the soul, spending time on your own, taking shelter, connecting with spirit, connecting with source, finding out like what your own abilities are, all of that stuff. And I think now you're going to implement all of that when you make this new venture, right? Silence your thoughts is on the bottom. If you're overthinking, over worrying about something, and we did see that with the Nine of Swords. All right, Sagittarius. Lunology Oracle to close it out. Just going to help with your thoughts and emotions. I feel like not necessarily emotional as you are just very much overthinking what the next step needs to be. The energy is gaining momentum. It's the waxing moon. It's almost like you know it's time to make a move. A time for healing comes out, Cosmic Moon. And adjustments are required. It's third quarter moon. Take time to breathe out. Is going to be on the kind of telling me that whatever it is from the old venture to the new venture, take some time for experience. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that reading was helpful. If it was, guys, tap that like button for me. And that's it. That's going to be your fire signs for the week of March 24th through the 30th. I hope those were all very helpful for you guys. Tomorrow night, don't forget, Tuesday, 8 p.m. Thank you, Michelle. Water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Come back and join us. All right, guys. So I am going to go ahead and offer that reading just in case whoever that is for is here and has the nerve, right? If not, then come back, join us tomorrow, right? Regular schedule. That's not true. Tomorrow, 11 a.m. We have that Divine Masculine Celtic Cross reading. I did already post it, guys, so you can go over if you see it and you can click that notify me button. Come in, join me live, especially those of you that I know it's a little bit more challenging to join us live when we do them at 8 p.m., right? I am going to try to do a little bit more of the afternoon or morning ones before I do go back to work. Just for those of you that, again, it's hard to do the late night ones. But I will stay on my regular schedule when I go back. So we're going to stick with it as long as I can. I won't change it until I absolutely have to. I think it should be okay. I'm going back mornings only, so I feel like it should be fine. But just a heads up. Also, the private readings, guys. I know we've been getting used to me being here all the time, and we can just message each other and we can just jump on and do a live. Unfortunately, I have to go back to booking those and making schedules for those. So if you do want to, I did try to reach out to most of you today. If I missed one or two of you, please forgive me. But I am taking a summer job, so my schedule is going to be a little restricted, and I won't be able to jump on and do these, last minute. So you will have to book them just like we did before. The price is $44 for 1 hour, and then of course, if you're over on my PLR Facebook private group, you do get 2 for the price of 1. I think that's it. I can't think of nothing else that I wanted to say. Solar eclipse readings that I gifted you guys are being sent out, so make sure to check your inboxes. I did send a couple out today, so if you guys got those. Yay. Sandra over on Twitch. I will fake it till I make it. Oh my gosh, that used to be my motto. I just want to have you pretty far in life, and then you get to where you actually, have to do it. Yes, I love this too, Danger Zone. I'm so glad you brought those up. It happened all the time, and I've never known like what I can do about it. But of course, I probably could have just done it had I had my Twitch open. I know, it's really exciting. I'm excited for Twitch. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for coming in here, hanging out with me. You, especially my moderators, new moderators over on Twitch. Thank you, and welcome, Danger Zone, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for the help. We appreciate you so very, very much. All right, everyone. Michelle, thank you on Facebook. Everyone, thank you for coming in and joining. I appreciate you guys. And I will see everyone tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I'm always sending all of you abundant love and light on your journey. Have a good night, everyone.